What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Shout out to my day one over here. My brother Ether definitely in the building, rocking out with us.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones definitely in the building with us. You know what it is. Shout out to the International Quiet Storm beating me in the room with the Cash App. Shout out to my dog Theo Coop with the Theo Coop podcast. No, it's not. It's not Theo Coop. I'm tripping. I'm bugged out right now. Shout out to my brother Ether over there rocking out with me. Listen, I didn't get to do it, so we got to do it now. We got to do it now, people. I got a surprise for you guys. I'm going to do that. Take this right here, put this right there. Come on. Then put that right there. Put this right here. And this, I'm sending this to all of you guys. Give me 1 second. I should have did this from the beginning. Boom. Boom. This is you guys right here. Jeez. People, what the hell is wrong with this? Hey, people, I don't know if you guys can even hear me. Something's wrong. I don't know what's going on. Something's wrong. Booyah. Okay, but without further ado, know what it is. Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones getting us up at that 50K mark. Right? Listen, you guys know, it was 50K a few hours ago, about 3 hours ago. Now it's 50K .3. Listen, it's because you guys have been rocking with me since this show started. A lot of my people never left, even when, we had those stretches of time to where we were figuring everything out. So shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones who've been rocking out with us. You know what it is. Listen, people, we got a hot show. I know you're not surprised. I know. So that's my apology. I know you're not surprised. I want people to understand today. And I'm telling you guys, to men, we just don't understand. We don't understand a lot of the scenarios where we sit back and we look at you guys. We look at you guys like, listen, shout out to the International Quiet Storm over here showing some more love after he done already hit us off with the Cash App. The Do Better Podcast. That's where it was. Shout out to my brother Theo Coop from the Do Better Podcast. Happy birthday, big dog. AB definitely in the building. Smoke and Talk Podcast in this. Listen, family, I can't find y'all's podcast channel. I couldn't find y'all's podcast channel. I need, Smoke and Talk. I need somebody to give me Smoke and Talks. Let me see. Can I do this? No. Put their podcast down in the thing. There must be a whole lot of Smoke and Talks because I wasn't coming up with my people when I wanted to send you guys some information. Because we're going to get this thing together. What the hell just happened? The screen just blacked out. But listen, I want to tap in with you guys today. We're going to talk about something that's crazy. It's actually amazing and crazy, right? There's things that are going on in this dating society today that people really don't understand. People are acting like dating is hard and things like that. People are saying the most atrocious things about dating. They're like, where are all the good men at and things like that. Today's show, people, we are going to delve off into why you're experiencing this. Because what we do know, if we're adults, if we're only adults, we don't even have to be super. If we're just adults assessing this thing, then we know that there's something else to it, right? Let me see something. Technology is good, man, but when it messes up on us, boy. I was just joking. My temper's not really that bad. I wasn't about to throw the phone. If that works. People, I'm trying to get us going. Damn! Thank you, Lord. And forgive me for the cuss word. All right, let's go. Let's get to it, TikTok. Let's get to it. You're not going to want to miss today's show, people. Shout out to my girl Ruth in the booth rocking out with us with the first second super chat of the day. My girl said, congratulations, sweetness. You know what it is. You know what it is. But listen, what we're talking about today, people. Topic of today's show is the black girl problems. The black girl problems. Today's show is going to walk a lot of you down memory lane to an extent where a lot of you aren't going to be wondering why you're going through or what's going on with your dating life. There we go. Let's go, Instagram. Let's go. Listen, based on the values, I want to talk to you guys about what's really going on out there. The topic of today's show is the black girl problem. What a lot of people don't realize is there are corridors to dating. There are corridors to dating. Based on the values and the flaws that we have, we all get placed in certain environments by the universe. A lot of people are moving around in society not even knowing that they're qualifying and disqualifying themselves from certain environments, from certain boxes, right? Why I call it the black girl problem? The main reason that I call today's show the black girl problem is because a lot of women suffer from it. A lot of women suffer from the black girl problem, right? The problem with African American women, the things that they like to do, the way that they like to live, automatically places them in an environment where they only have access to the leftover men that women who have their pick of men didn't want. I need everybody to listen to me. A lot of you guys, we know for a fact that there's amazing men out there, just like we know there's amazing women out there. If you have went a lifetime, if you have went 20 years without having access to an amazing man, you really don't think that's any way associated with you? This is why I say that this is the hottest show online, people. This is why I say that this is the hottest show online. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys right.
Ain't nobody sitting down with no burnout, ho. Nigga looking for nigga don't want no burnout. Them whole man, once a woman get 31, 32, and nigga she done had fun in her 20s, she's a burnout. That's why you.
Who doesn't know that for a fact? Who doesn't know that for a fact? That if you're running around jumping on top of every pole that you think his face is handsome, you burn out and you start breaking. But let's go.
See Jamie Foxx with a 22-year-old. That's why you see Floyd Mayweather with a 21-year-old. Niggas is looking for a turnout, not a burnout. Yeah, many hoes burn out, nigga, at 28, 29, 30, and they done had fun from 17 to then. Oh, Lord. Nigga, they burn out. That's a high mileage vehicle.
I don't care how what's being said makes you guys feel or if it rubs you the wrong way. Ask yourself deep down in your heart, is there any validity to what this person is saying? Imagine yourself dealing with someone who's in a war. for 20 years. I'm talking about real life combat. Every 3 years, this person goes to war. Could you imagine what that individual would be like if he got into a relationship with a woman? That guy's going to have issues. That guy's going to have issues. He may be laying in the bed with her at night and moaning and groaning. There's going to be things wrong with consistently staying in that degree of dysfunction. Let's go.
Nigga, that motherfucker transmission finna go out soon. And you gonna have to get a new transmission. So, nigga, a new transmission costs damn near what a new car costs. So, nigga, go get you a new car. Hey, go get your turnout. Yeah, nigga, fuck them burnouts, nigga. Man, them burnouts just good for a moment. See, them burnout, hole like that is just good for 1 or 2, 3 fucks.
Damn.
They ain't even because don't know how to take and please a man to the fullest because she's been selfish. That's why she ain't been married. It's been all about her.
Man.
That's why you gotta take her out first.
See us saying that shit.
Nah, my nigga, so nah, nigga, go get your turnout that's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Listen, this is what I'm telling you guys. Black women's problem, the problem with African American women, the things that they like to do, right? The way that they like to live their lives, it automatically places them in an environment where they only have the only people who are interested in them and available for them are the leftover men that all of the other beautiful women who have their pick of men didn't want. That's why you're having the experience that you're having, because you can't get what you want. You're actually having to deal with what you can get, but you don't want to look at it like that. You want to look at it like men ain't shit. The reason that you're having to deal with what will deal with you is because of all of the dating damage you've done to yourself. Right? Here's what I mean. African American women don't know it, but what makes dating exceedingly difficult for them is how white women are living their lives, is how Asian women are living their lives, is how Latino women are living their lives. The mere fact that most Asian women are fit and feminine in shape, it creates a comparison dynamic. Anytime someone contemplates dating an African American woman, the mere fact that white women are known for being nice, known for being feminine, right? It creates a dynamic that black women have to compete against. Latinos, they have long, beautiful hair, coming from a culture of being family orientated, right? It creates a bar that black women are going to have to get compared to. Now, here's my point. If Asian women are visibly known for being in shape, being cooperative, if white women are known for being fit, being feminine, being friendly, and Latino women are known for being beautiful, being family orientated, it forces black women to have to meet those standards or be considered the last option for other men. That's what you're going through. You're not going through a shortage of good men. You're not going through a situation where men ain't shit. We're going to go ahead and get to this thing.
Hold on. No, there are plenty women. Plenty men that want all kinds of women, but y'all don't want the man that's on your level.
What you qualify for, you don't want. And I understand. I can respect it. I actually side with you on this. Because what you actually qualify for, and this isn't talking about black women, this is talking about women who have done to themselves what black women have done to themselves. We're talking about women who are obese. We're talking about women who have had exceedingly high body counts. We're talking about women who have multiple children by multiple men. They have painted themselves into the same box that African American women have painted themselves into. You qualify now only for a certain caliber of men. Watch.
Hold on. No, there are plenty women. Plenty men that want all kinds of women, but y'all don't want the man that's on your level. Every woman wants a man higher than their level.
Are you people really listening? We all qualify based on our finances to be able to purchase certain houses in certain neighborhoods. Depending on how much you make per year, you don't qualify for some neighborhoods. You have no access to these neighborhoods. Depending on how many children you have had, depending on how big you are, depending on what you were born looking like, you don't qualify for certain men. But you don't want to look at it like that, which is why there is such an overwhelming epidemic of African American women who can't seem to find any decent men. There's decent men, but the men that they want, they don't qualify for. Do you see that would be a hellified hamster wheel to be on? Let me say this the way it correctly is. There's a group of women who absolutely only qualify for stage 4 men, but that group of women is notoriously known for only wanting men who are on stage 10. How would that work? It wouldn't, which is why you're seeing what you're seeing in the black community. That's why you guys are seeing what you're seeing in the black community.
Date within your level.
The black community with the women is the scenario that you guys are visibly seeing is women who will only date men that they don't qualify for, and therefore they're never getting those men. You guys know I'm telling the truth, but let's go. Since what I'm saying is wrong, let's go.
You will get married like that. The nigga on your level, you don't look at. You looking over him. Like you better than him.
Some of us like that too.
Like you better than him.
Men do not date on their level. Who has a level out?
Men date below their level.
She said men don't date on their level. We don't have to. Men and... You people make me sick when you try to compare semi-trucks to dirt bikes. You make me sick. Your core failure is always saying, but men... Men can also put their penises in women and blow their backs out. You can't! You don't have a penis. The more we do these shows, the more I'm thoroughly convinced one of the biggest problems that we're facing dating today is women are comparing themselves to men. We do have certain rights and abilities that you don't have. You do have certain rights and abilities we don't have. What you're doing will never work. But Superman flew over that building. You can't fucking fly. Lord Jehovah, please forgive me. I hadn't even watched this enough to hear her say that dumb stuff.
Men date below their level.
And you know what?
All the in him.
Men do not date on their level.
We don't date on our level. But there's 50% we do, 50% we don't. Men can alter and adjust their dating value. A man who's ugly, a man who's short, if he levels his money up and he's a confident, assertive man, he can get the same caliber of man that the 6'3" man can get. You guys don't have the abilities that we have, just like we can't change our financial status by having beautiful boobs and a beautiful face. Jeez, man.
Men date below their level.
And you know what?
All the time. That's why we got more options.
Let me say this right quick. Men want younger women
No.
because they're able to mold them. And you can teach.
Listen, a lot of things that I've come to understand that women say, they try to use it in a derogatory term, but it's not. It's good that we want to date women we can mold. That's a good thing. It means we will be more compatible with each other. Hey, babe, I don't like, you know what I mean, somebody pooting when they under the covers when we at bed. Okay, babe. That was one correction that was just made that he won't have to worry about now, and that will be one less thing that he has to ever get into it with her about. The more of the things that we get into it about, that we eliminate, the less things we will get into it about. See, they like to say things like they just want to groom or they just want to mold. You damn right we do. We groom our children. We mold our children so that they can be better suited and equipped for the world. Jeez.
Them and tell them what to do and how to do it, when to do it, and what to do.
No.
With us older women, we've been there, done that. We already know our.
We're supposed to be able to tell you what to do, which is why we don't date you. Because once you reach a certain age and you have endured a certain amount of abuse sexually, person can't tell you anything. So you're right. We don't deal with you because we can't tell you anything. And that isn't going directly towards black women. That's going towards women who are defiant. That's going towards women who aren't feminine. That's going towards women who can't be told anything. Would you want somebody, listen, ladies, do you want a man who can't be told anything? Do you want a man who your opinion doesn't matter? You even have a good point this time, but he doesn't take it into consideration? It's starting to hit home now, isn't it? Boy, you guys say some of the darndest things. And like seconds after you guys say something, seconds after it comes out of your mouth, you listen, that debate that I had with the girl Snow, people all over the internet are like, Stacey destroyed her. No, not necessarily. It was just super damn easy. I was hearing things that she said, and 3 seconds before she got done saying it, the logic and the information that I have in my head already created information for me that said, no, what she just said is wrong. We don't have to think long about a lot of your guys' concepts, beliefs, and ideologies. They're just bad. When you say things like you shouldn't date a man who doesn't make the same amount of money as you, it goes against what our grandmothers and grandfathers did. And we all know that when our grandmothers and grandfathers, they had the best family dynamics. Their family dynamics were better than ours. Their relationship stats were better than ours. So why would we deviate from how they were moving? Our grandmothers didn't have the mindset, I won't date a nigga unless he make more money than me. Let's go.
We've learned, those younger women, those girls don't know their self already. They're out there. Men want those women so they can mold them into what they want them to be.
And what's wrong?
Yes. She's saying that like it's a bad thing, and men who are hearing her say that, we're like, yeah.
We're not that.
What's wrong with me molding my wife to please me?
If you
The
want
problem
that
is
younger girl, then go ahead and get her, but she's not a seasoned woman. She
don't want
doesn't
that.
know already.
We don't.
Listen at her. Listen at her, though. Listen at her. Who the hell wants that? We do want a young woman who has not reached that stage of defiance yet. Yes, we do. Let's go.
Want that. That's the problem.
Exactly.
We don't want seasoned women. I want. Hold on.
No,
I don't want my woman.
It's true. He just said it.
Hold on.
We're telling you, fool. He's telling you we don't want that. Hey, babe, can you go over there and make me one of those sandwiches that you know how to make so good? Here I come. Who the hell wants that when we can go to a different caliber of woman and just say, babe, I already had it made. It's right there by you didn't see it. It's sitting right there on the table by the remote control and your favorite scotch. You sure make it easy to choose. Listen, the truth of the matter is, even black women know. We all know that black women have said, the only reason y'all like those white girls because they do what you say. Yeah. Listen, I don't want to get on black women today because I love black women immensely. But boy, their train of thinking, they'll say things like this. Here, this nigga want to go get a job so he can make some money. Yeah. Things that they don't see as being in their favor, they demonize those things. Yeah, he got nerve. All of a sudden, he want to start getting in shape and shit. Then already lost 30 pounds talking about he's not going to stop working out now. Yeah. Woo.
We don't want women that we have to battle your past for. If I get me a younger woman with less experience, yes, it's about mold.
Everything is about molding. We even train our vehicles to be customized towards us. A lot of us have that button that we can push and it'll go right directly to our favorite position in the car. I need that car to be 100% suitable for me. When I get in there, I don't want to have to adjust my seat. I want that seat to hug me. What do you think a playlist is? What do you think a playlist is? A custom playlist. Because if we didn't want that, we could just hit damn shuffle. We don't often do shuffle. Our playlists are created intentionally for us. But listen, I gotta hit it off one more time for all of my people who've been rocking with us. Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones in the building for always rocking with us. You know what it is. We hit that 50K mark, people, on YouTube. And we did it in 30 days. We amassed 21,000 subscribers in less than 31 days. Why? I'm glad you asked. Hottest show online, people. Right? But again, I want to thank all of my people who have been rocking out for us throughout all of this, right? All of my people who have been staying loyal to the show, promoting the show and things like that, because those several hundred thousands of subscribers we always knew we were supposed to have, we're on the way. We're on the way. But let's get back to the show, people. Let's get back to the show. Let's go. I want to play this one more time.
Ain't nobody sitting down with no burnout, ho. Nigga, man, nigga looking for, nigga don't want no burnout. Them whole, nigga, man, once a woman get 31, 32, and nigga, she done had fun in her 20s, she's a burnout.
You guys know what he means when he says once a woman reaches a certain age? Because imagine, like I said, with the the soldier who's been in like active combat duty for America for the last 15 years. He's literally been in 3 wars. Seriously. Covert operations and everything. That man's going to be affected due to all that he's been through. The human body and mind itself can only take so much before it is affected. Now look at what a lot of you ladies are doing out there on the dating highway. Look at what a lot of you are doing. Listen, the reason that we know, you can sit back and lie all you want to, but the reason that we know what you're doing, bang, 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 daddy, bang. Bang, 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 daddy, bang. Because we're the ones doing it to you. We're the ones pulling those panties down. Playing with you from the opposite end. Knowing that you have 3 to 4 other men in your rotation. Ladies, it's called wear and tear. You can only endure wear and tear for so long before things start needing to be replaced. Therapy, right? Penicillin. It's not that there are no good men out there. That's not the case. We know that that's not the case, but I'm going to let this play all the way through.
Ain't nobody sitting down with no burnout, hoe. Nigga, man, nigga looking for, nigga don't want no burnout. Them whole, nigga, man, once a woman get 31, 32, and nigga, she done had fun in her 20s, she's a burnout. That's why you see Jamie Foxx with a 22-year-old. That's why you see Floyd Mayweather with a 21-year-old. Niggas is looking for a turnout, not a burnout.
Shout out to my mod over here on TikTok. ZF definitely in the building. My brother, Will Fit definitely in the building. Rocking out with us.
Many hoes burn out, nigga, at 28, 29, 30, and they done had fun from 17 to then. Nigga, they burn out. That's a high mileage vehicle. Nigga, that motherfucking transmission finna go out soon, and you gonna have to get a new transmission. So, nigga, a new transmission costs damn near what a new car costs. So, nigga, go get your new car. Hey, go get your turnout. Yeah, nigga, fuck them burnouts, nigga. Man, them burnouts just good for a moment. See, them burnout, hole like that is just good for 1 or 2, 3 fucks.
You know how we know that what he's saying is true? The reason that we know that what he's saying is true, some of you aren't familiar with the pimp game. Did you guys know that in the pimp game, they have expiration dates on when the women break? They've dealt with so many women, they know when the women are about to go bad. They know how much mileage before she starts going bad. They know. Because the human body, the human mindset can only take so much. And around that time, their girls usually start to what they call break bad. So why is it that regular women who are out there doing what those women do don't break? You think just because you have a nice car and you got a nice job, getting busted down doesn't break you like it breaks the HOEs? Why do you think so many? If you really want to know what I'm talking about, look throughout the black community. Look at our women. Breakage, high level breakage, high levels of dysfunction. Even when they get in places of success, they still don't know how to behave. Look at Jasmine Crockett. This woman comes from private schools and things like that, but she couldn't resist the urge to act like a, to be honest, modern black girl, the ratchet, the ghetto. Let's go.
They ain't even because don't know how to take and please a man to the fullest because she's been selfish. That's why she ain't been married. She hadn't. It's been all about her. That's why you got to take her out first.
See us saying that shit.
Nah, my nigga. So no, nigga, go get your turnout. That's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
This is what I'm telling you guys. You guys think that the biggest benefit about a man is the provider part? That's far from it. No. A lot of these women who we see people talking terribly about them online and things like that, if they had men in their life, people wouldn't be able to talk bad about them because there would have been so many instances in her life and in her relationship where her man was correcting her behavior to where she wouldn't even know how to be out in the streets acting ratchet. It would feel foreign to her. It would feel like she's doing something wrong because she knows every time she does that thing that she's about to do, she gets checked back home. She gets checked. You guys don't know. Black women wouldn't even be so low quality if most of them had a man. They wouldn't, because you would be getting corrected about a lot of the things that people are talking about you for doing in society right now. You wouldn't be allowed to do it. You guys should really, to be honest, a lot of you should be. Let me see what my brother talking about. Can't do it. Is at this point, we're going to have to get a third phone. We used to have a third phone. This email won't even come through. We tripping over here. But listen, this is what I'm telling you guys. You guys don't even know how to be valuable. You don't even know how to be valuable. Listen, ladies, I want all of the ladies to say to listen to me when I say this. Turbulence, people. Shut the fuck up and do what your man tells you to do. How about that? Do you know your reputation would be so much better? Do you know people would say more pleasant things about you? Do you know that the word about you wouldn't even be the word about you? Because there would have been so many times that that man has corrected you to where you're on cruise control now. Listen, likewise, men, we know to listen to our women's. You didn't think I would say that, did you? You didn't think I would say that, did you? We will. When men hear something of logic, we say, okay. Think about all of the self-help books men buy, all of the courses, all of the programs. Men don't run from correction. You guys are running from the very thing that makes you a better human being. You're running from the very thing that increases your value in the eyes of society. And the reason you're running from it, because I didn't say it was the funnest thing. Hey, nah, babe, you know, I wish the hell you would come in this house from a club at 3 a.m. Okay, that may not be the funnest thing, but it's the best thing. And if you do want to go out like that, you go out with me. That may not be the funnest thing, but it's the best thing, because you know you would have got your back blown out by a stranger who had better swag than your man, who might have had more money than your man, who was more handsome than your man. You may have fell to that temptation that night at the club. But because you have a man and I wish you would. You weren't allowed to go and destroy your dating value. You weren't allowed to. There's nothing wrong with your value being high because you weren't allowed to destroy it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you find a $2 million lottery ticket in some dog poop and the dog poop is on top of some old alcoholic wino vomit. That is still a $2 million lottery ticket. Doesn't matter how I found it. That's a $2 million lottery ticket. But here's the issue. Turbulence, people. Women care less about being quality women than they do about having fun and getting their butts played with. That's the issue that we have. You know how we know? Because when women want to go on those trips, they're in another country the next day. Right? And if women wanted their value to be at its highest possible value, they do it. We all know what makes us better people. Listen, the show was like 5 minutes late today because I was laid over there. I was really, really comfortable. Really comfortable. I would have liked to just go to sleep. But the right thing to do was to be here for my day one statement. And now that I got up and put the effort in, now I don't feel like being lazy anymore. It's just like when you guys hate getting up in the morning and going to work, you really do want to hit the snooze on that alarm clock. But we all know that usually after we hit that shower, we're good now. If you stand up and stretch, you're good now. Everything inside of you while you're in that bed is telling you to go on back to bed. But once you make a couple of responsible efforts, you're good now. We don't see a lot of women today wanting to be the best value that they can be because it's attainable. It's attainable. Listen, I'm going to put my own personal business out there really quick. I couldn't survive where I was at. I couldn't survive. I couldn't pull off the things that were in my heart, right? If I was in my hometown right now, the amount of worrying and things like that I would have to do would decrease by 40%. Everybody I love is there. If I need to stay with my little brother or my mom or somebody like that for 5 months without paying rent and things like that till I stack my money up, it's all there for me. All of my comforts are back home. Guess what I did? I moved 2,100 miles away from everything that was a resource and comfort to me. And I placed myself in an environment where I didn't really have any help. I moved to California with a little bit over $5,000 and a plan. Now, the plan didn't go accordingly, but God, right? But God. God turned that 5,000 into several hundred thousand, right? Because I positioned myself in an environment where I could grow. But if my rent back home, if my rent is due and I don't have all of it, all I gotta do is reach out and call my brother or call so-and-so, call so-and-so. But in LA, I know I gotta get to it. So when I do feel like laying down on the couch and things like that, I can't. Rent's due next month. So I gotta get up and get it. That's the issue with these women today and their value. They're choosing fun over the right thing to do. It's visible. We see it. We see it. A lot of these people are buying cars that they really can't afford. You know how we know? Because we have it in our family, ladies. We know those of you who buy luxury vehicles and things like that, buy houses, and a year later, you're borrowing money from your father or from your mother and things like that because you're already 3 car payments behind on your car. We know about that in case you didn't know. We know about that. You guys are talking about how much you don't need a man. You don't know that your reputations wouldn't be as bad as they are if you had a man. Look at it like this. We have a cousin. He acts pretty ignorant sometimes. We act pretty ignorant sometimes. And I used to say, boy, that ninja right there, boy, he needs a backpack with a secondary person's head in it. A person who had a head that had a high IQ. So when he's about to do something stupid, he can look back and confer with that head in that backpack, right? That's what having a man is, ladies. You know how we know that you guys are in high level error? Because we don't say the dumb stuff that you say. You don't hear us. We are more powerful, in most cases smarter than we are superior to you. And even we don't run around saying we don't need a woman. If we are more superior to you and we can take care of ourselves better than you can from a survival aspect, but even we can humble ourselves and say we need women, then who are you, mere people who cannot even survive without us, to say I don't need a man? I want to say this to you guys. There is a group of women who exist who are the highest group of women who have no husbands, who are also the group of women who have been ranked the most undesirable group of women to date on the planet. Now, I want you guys to hear me, and I want you to feel that correlation. I want you to feel that correlation. Do you think that it's a coincidence that the group of women who have the highest rate of not having men are also the group of women who people consider to be out of control and people can't stand them? But now consider the highest married groups of women. They don't have those reputations because the things that ruin reputations, those women aren't allowed to do. Damn, this is the hottest show on earth. It is what it is. The healer definitely in the building rocking out with us. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. Listen, those of you who haven't subscribed to our YouTube, you're missing out. This is the hottest show online, right? They finally opened the door, the floodgates to YouTube and allowed our content to flow all throughout the internet. Those several hundred subscribers, we're on our way. We just cracked the 50,000 mark today. And as of right now, we are at, it was 50,000 today. It's at 50,400 now. We're gaining anywhere between 200 to 1,000 subscribers a day at a rapid pace. It's because we are the hottest show online, people. 3 for 7. You are doing God's work. I appreciate the love. You know, the issue that I have, what is the purpose of marriage? What is the purpose of marriage, of mating, of unifying? Lawanda, come. I don't know if that was a serious question or what is the purpose of marrying, of mating, and of unifying? I don't know. That's so simple to me. I'm not going to attempt to answer it because it can't be right. Right. Through the fire said a bot. Yeah, I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to entertain that. Through the fire be spotting them every time. Listen, people, let's get us to our $50 a day threshold. Those of you who rock with the show, let's go. Let's get this thing going. Let's get our $50 threshold out of the way, people, so we can keep our show going without me having to say that 3 times. Those of you who have never supported the show, Cash App or PayPal, The Real Stacey Prince. Those of you who are already members on our YouTube, I don't like that, so that's got to get better. I do not like that, and we have to fix that. Yeah, I see. You guys see me up here all casualed out today. I like to. TRP definitely in this situation. Just became a member. Listen, those of you who have not become a member to our YouTube, we have close to 1,000 full-length interviews that are 2 to 7 hours long. You're missing out on. ChatGPT said that we had enough content, full-length content on this show to where if I stopped streaming live today, ChatGPT said I could continue uploading content for 4 years. That's what you guys are missing out on. Crazy interviews. So to become a member, all you have to do is hit member on our YouTube. It's $2.99 a month for life-changing information. Let me see something and we'll get back to the show. Booyah. And booyah. But listen, this is what I'm telling you guys that are going on. I don't care how you like to frame it. I don't care how you want to make it seem. Women who are not locked in with a man, they don't do better in life than women who are locked in with a man. And I'm not even talking about just financially, although that area too. But even outside of finances, you guys are worse people when you're without men. I'm telling you this. Men know it. Men know it. If Asian women are visibly known for being in shape, cooperative, if white women are known for being fit, feminine, and friendly, and Latino women are known for being beautiful, family-orientated, it forces black women, without them even knowing it, to be getting compared to all of those other women. When you guys are walking down the street, when you're laying on your back, when you're out to eat, you don't know it. But anybody who's looking at you and might think that you're attractive, you're already being compared to other women of other races who people know have a reputation for being more pleasant, for being more valuable. So it doesn't have to be a situation, ladies, where there's a woman here and there's you here and there's a man in the middle and he says, I'm going to pick her over you, black women. That's not what's happening. Their behavior is forcing you into a competition. Their reputations are forcing you into a competition when you don't even know about it. There's men out there who are looking for relationships right now, but it makes it difficult for them to select African-American women because of what they've heard about African-American women versus what is known about these other women, which turns it into a no-brainer, people. It turns it into a no-brainer, which is why you see oftentimes African-American women have to resort to dating low-quality men. Those of you who don't believe me, turbulence, people. Look at how shitty their baby daddies are. Look at these women's baby daddies. prison records, still doing prison activities, have no money, borrows money from her, drives her car, drops her off at work. You guys are getting this not because there's no good men out there. You're getting this because people are inadvertently comparing you to all of these other women out there who, when we come to you, hey, babe, go grab me something to drink. You got 2 legs. Versus the white, Asian, or Latino woman. Hey, babe, go grab me something to drink. I already did, babe. It's right there. It's got the napkin over the cup. I got ice cubes in it. And if you also, there's your favorite alcoholic beverage next to it. That all you need? That is a fucking no-brainer. It doesn't even require a lot of thought. It doesn't require thought. And here's the crazy part. Turbulence, people. You think you can have bad behavior on top of being a 2 or 3 time baby mama, on top of weighing 200 pounds, on top of your bad behavior. That's why it is a no-brainer for men across the nation to not select you. Because all that you come with, we know of groups of women who have reputations that we would prefer over that. A man's value is not only being able to provide for you. After months and months and months, hold on, babe, pick that up and don't just leave your shoes in the middle of the floor. And you look, you got a cup right here from when you was drinking. Nah, babe, we're not doing that. Over the course of time, you'll become a better person, literally. You'll go over to people's houses, and when they give you something to drink, and you grab it, and say, where's your kitchen so I can go take this and put it in the... no, sweetheart, no, I got it, but thank you. Even though they didn't let you take it in the kitchen, the next time a conversation about you comes up, guess what she's going to say? No, she's just polite and, respectful. But you guys don't have that. You don't have that. And that's why you have this.
When it comes to black women, they don't like to take instructions. They don't like to follow the lead of nobody. The only lead they want to follow is themselves. And that's why a lot of them walk around lost, running around like a chicken with their head cut off. They don't like to be told what to do. It's in their genes. It's in their DNA. That's why it's always that combative type of relationship between a black man and a black woman. The man wants control. The woman don't want to be controlled because she's been oppressed all her life. It's passed down to their generation and their bloodline. We don't want to feel oppressed in our relationship. Asian women, white women are very subtle, very submissive, very easy to deal.
As God is my witness, I didn't watch this clip today. And you guys see he's saying everything that I said. I watched the first maybe 5 seconds of this clip. And you guys see that he's saying everything that I said. I had not watched this clip, people. I've never seen this clip. I'm going to rewind it all the way so you guys can see.
When it comes to black women, they don't like to take instructions. They don't like to follow the lead of nobody. The only lead they want to follow is themselves. And that's why a lot of them walk around lost, running around like a chicken with their head cut off. They don't like to be told what to do. It's in their genes. It's in their DNA. That's why it's always that combative type of relationship between a black man and a black woman. The man wants control. The woman don't want to be controlled because she's been oppressed all her life. It's passed down to their generation and their bloodline. We don't want to feel oppressed in our relationship. Asian women, white women are very subtle, very submissive, very easy to deal with. They haven't came up the way black women have came up. So that's why a lot of black men date outside of their race. When you're dealing with black women, you're going to deal with some kickback. They not just going to do whatever the fuck you say just because you making the bread and butter. White women follow the lead of their men. They would follow with no problem. It's a part of their genes. They always been following their man for centuries.
And listen, how you guys try to make that sound bad, how is that bad? That they follow their men. The only reason y'all like them white girls because they do what you say. Now tell me what the downside of that is. You see how backwards their thinking is? And again, today's show isn't about black women. We're speaking in general about the black girl problem is a lot of American women's problem. They've done things that painted themselves in a box to where they only have access to the lowest quality of men. The black girl problem is a lot of women's problem. The black girl's problem is the black girl's problem for certain specific reasons. But the other women in other communities that are having problems dating, They share the black girl problem due to what they're doing in society, due to how overweight they're allowing themselves to be, due to how many children they have. That paints you guys in the black girl problem. And black girls have a horrific problem. Somebody said something down here that I wanted to say something about. It wasn't Ether. Who said that? Somebody said bad behavior and they have bad lives. Who said that? Look, nah, we don't die, we fly, said, and their lives are bad and their behavior is bad. Listen, I'm not saying this to disrespect black women, but listen, I promise you, the world knows that you guys live a bad life. We all know it. Even your reputation is bad enough to do significant physical damage to you. No one would trade places with black women in the world. Nobody. Nobody. There's no men who would want to be in black women's predicament. People don't like most of them. And of course, we don't mean 100% of black women, but I will say around 50% of black women. The other 50% are amazing human beings. But that 50% who's acting an ass, they are acting an ass. They are they're so terrible to where they make it bad for the women in the black community who are amazing women. Right? Without a man, you guys have messed your entire lives. Shout out to Dante over here in this situation, getting us closer to our nightly show goal. Dante said, a black man dating outside couldn't handle a black woman. Why would any man want to handle a woman? I have to do you how handlers at circuses have to do bears. Hey, hey. Why the hell would somebody? That's 2 jobs. Getting you to behave, protecting you, providing for you, that's more jobs than what I really should have. How come you can't just respond positively to the requests that I make, the things that I ask you to do, the things that I tell you you're doing wrong? Let's go. Shout out to my girl Lena over here dropping bombs over here with the $15 cash app. That's my girl.
Man, they'll stay at home, take care of the kids, do whatever the white man asks them to do. So we don't want a woman that's always going to be fighting with us over simple-minded shit. Black women, they've been dealing with our bullshit for years. So when we get some money and we start to act a certain type of way and be demanding, they not going to put up with that bullshit. The white woman might deal with that type of shit because she just happy to have a black man. So she's going to follow his lead and do whatever he says. Instead of him trying to figure out and deal with the black woman and communicate with her on a certain level, he say forget that and get him a white woman and keep it moving.
That's the most logical thing to do. That's the most logical thing to do. It goes back to what the brother Charleston White said. When you have a car that has significant amounts of mileage on it and it's time to replace transmissions and things like that, you don't tinker around with that thing. Man, you go get you a car that doesn't have as many miles and you got a longer longer amount of time to spend with it. Because the truth of the matter is, all of the quality men know what they can get from the Asian community. They know what they can get from the Latino community. They know what they can get from the white community. And in their minds, if you are not equal or better than that, the other options that they know exist, it's actually foolish for them to even consider you. It's foolish for them to even consider you. If I have access to a quality item, why then would I purchase a lower quality item? I wouldn't. Most people wouldn't, which is why you see so many black women not having a man. The overwhelming majority of available men don't think that sounds like a good deal. There's 3 million more women in America than there are men. And most races of women are crazy about black men. This isn't about black men today, but I'm saying, listen, ladies, those of you who have a smart mouth, those of you who can't stay in a relationship, those of you who are kind of unbearable, which we know you'll lie. No woman's going to admit she's unbearable. But those of you, I'll show you how to identify if you're unbearable or if you're all of the things that I just named. If you haven't been in a real relationship that everyone knows about in the last 5 years,
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
you think that's normal? That you haven't been in a committed relationship in 5 years? You think that's normal? And do you really think that there's not a reason behind that? You think that all amazing men are walking around society saying this to themselves? Ooh, shit, today I can't wait to come across paths with an amazing, beautiful, fit, feminine woman so I can lie on her and say she's the exact opposite of all of those things and not select her. Do you think that men are intentionally not dating amazing women? Is that what you think is happening? You think men are ducking and dodging amazing women? That's what you think is happening. Listen, intentionally. So if that's not the case, what's the other alternative? The other alternative is they're not viewing you as amazing women. They're viewing you as the opposite. You're a problem. You're too much. You're a handful. You have to be dealt with instead of lived with. And myself personally, I feel sorry for women who are going through this because it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. The reason it's not going to stop is because you're not going to change and become what you're needed to become in order for people to treat you good. You have to become a certain thing in order for society to treat you a good way. People who run around beating people up every day, they don't have a reputation for being, oh, he's so kind and considerate and generous. No, that's not what it is. You know, I've always had this saying too. For the most part, reputations and stereotypes are earned. I don't believe in rumors. There are some that aren't true. But for the most part, if they say you guys were F-U-C-K-I-N-G-ing, oh, you were at least kissed. You at least kissed. No one's going to mistake and swear to God on their children that you guys had sex. Well, I've never even touched her. I don't even know. He showed me a picture. I've never seen that one. So there's one person swearing to God on the lives of all of their children that you guys had sex, but you never even seen this one. That's usually not the case. That's usually not the case. Listen, shout out to Ben over here. Ben been in the fan club for over a year.
Dead man. Dead man walking.
I appreciate the support. TikTok, listen, we got a check from TikTok for $1.56. TikTok has completely abandoned their financial support with us. Those of you guys who rock with the show, if you rock with the show, support the show. Support the show. Listen, you know what I really hate? I really hate that on occasions it does sound like we're always complaining about black women. I hate that because they have a valid point when they say that. Look how often people are complaining about black people's behavior on social media. You think we don't get sick of that? They have a valid point. They have a valid point. We're doing that small percentage of women in the black community who showing their ass. These white people aren't lying because black people are complaining about it. We're really doing it. We're really doing that stuff. This is what I'm telling you guys. The ultimate cheat code to becoming a more valuable person. I'm talking about more valuable at your job, more valuable in your reputation, more valuable just from a societal standpoint, more valuable in relationships. Oh, hell, you guys love to start trouble in here. Turbulence, people. A woman who does not have a man in her life, or at the bare minimum, does not currently acknowledge the importance of having a man in her life, she's 50% of the woman of other women who are in relationships. A woman who does not have a man is walking around in a state of brokenness. Now, are there some women who they've had long-term relationships and they learned a lot from that man? He may have passed on, the relationship may have ended or whatever. I'm talking about the women who are running around here acting like they don't need a man. They're also the women that none of us want. You know why they're the women that none of us want? Because they never allowed a man to teach them things, common sense things. And I'm not even talking about things about relationships. I'm talking about things like, hey, babe, you was real disrespectful to your dad today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not feeling that. She instantly just became a better person. Instantly. Hey, babe, hold on. What'd you just say to me? You ain't just called me a fuck ass nigga, did you? I was just playing, but don't play with me like that. Now her next relationship, if this one doesn't work, because of her prior man and his teachings, she will be more valuable in her next relationship because her new man won't have to say, what'd you just say to me? Because she got corrected by her old man. Let's go, man. Tell me this isn't beneficial information. Shout out to my brother AB down there rocking out with us. Unrattled in the building supporting the show. He said, watch out, I think the Bonnet Crew is her man. It's definitely crazy. Listen, I want to shout out to my people who rocking with us on the show today. We got 100 likes in the first hour today. Who they're talking to? You used that saying wrong. That doesn't mean what you think. Is she talking about me? I don't often use concepts wrong, but maybe I did. Let me know what I used wrong. You hear what my bro said? That's real. Shout out to my girl Rhea up in this situation, rocking out with her. Listen, I'm always impressed by Rhea. She doesn't even speak much, but you know, the times that you hear her talk, she will immediately resemble the type of woman that you want in your life. It's easy. All you have to do, you know what we get from Rhea that makes it seem like that's the type of woman I would like to have. The only thing that we get from her is she doesn't mind publicly letting people know that she cares about her damn man. But what we're used to is, I mean, because if this relationship ends, I'm going to be all right, boo-boo. Who the hell wants to be made aware that they are that damn expendable? I want you to almost make it seem like you can't live without me. we have fallen so far away from what we know is normal. Women in the black community think they are a punk if they plead with a man to not end the relationship. If they say things like, baby, let's talk about this. If a man in the black community, if a man says, you know what, this ain't working out, I'm grab my stuff, I'm leaving, I'm gonna grab my stuff. A smart woman be like, babe, no, hold on, babe, let's talk about this. A smart woman, because the opposite of that is masculinity. Well, do what you got to do, boo-boo. I am, you ignorant ass fool. And you just amped me up to be more adamant about it. Sometimes a man really only wants to see how much the relationship means to you. You know what, babe? We've been arguing. I can't do this. Babe, no, I don't want to lose you, babe. And that might right there might be just what he needed to let you know, I don't want to leave, babe. But blah, 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 blah. Okay, babe, well, let's talk about it. Versus you, let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Now, you're never going to get to witness me say, babe, well, let's talk about it then, babe. It's like African American women are their worst enemy. Like, I have never seen a group of people do more damage to themselves than African American women. Most of African American women's damage is not from white supremacist groups and stuff. It's them. They love some freedom. Freedom to, who just did that? YouTube just sent that to us. YouTube over here sending us congratulations. Okay. Young Wick. Listen, you guys bring so much, like most of the things that happen to you, like black men can complain about black women. If black men really wanted to, but we're, oh, what's going on? The hell is going on? Listen, if black men wanted to, we could realistically throw for real, true, justified pity parties. If we love our community, we could legitimately say, we just can't do anything. Like, they've destroyed our community. Because we can't make a move we can't rebuild this thing without black women. But we don't throw those pity parties. We continue to try to do the things that we can do that will sustain the black community. We legitimately have a quarrel. Black women don't, because most of the things that happen to black women are their faults. How can you accidentally get pregnant by 3 different men? Again, today's show, this is not about black women. This is about women, period. Me, myself, I have access. If I have access to a quality item, why would I purchase a lower quality item? And that's what black women are dealing with today. African American women don't realize that they're not battling against difficult men who don't want relationships. They're battling against women who make it easy to pick. The same principle applies to other women. And in the same way that obese women of any race have created an environment similar to what black women are dealing with. Women with multiple children by multiple men have created an environment for themselves similar to the trap that a lot of black women are stuck in. Women who are not physically appealing, the same. All of these people have created situations to where it does not make sense for any men at all to pick the single mom, to pick the overweight woman over the woman who doesn't have those issues. And we know large numbers of communities to where we can go get those things to where we won't have to deal with what you're presenting to us. It's not men that you have a problem with. You're actually fighting against the competition level that you're at. It does not make sense at all for a man to deal with a woman just because she's the same color of him, but she's going to give him a headache, Or he's got to deal with a woman who has other men's children when he can deal with a woman outside of his race who fucking makes him feel good every time he's around her. Lord Jehovah, please forgive my potty mouth lately. We're not intentionally not messing with you. We're not doing that. It's not intentional. We would prefer, most studies show most people prefer to date within the confines of their race, right? So for such a large number of men to be dating outside of their race, it has to be a problem with the women. Studies show most people, even at an 85 to 90% rate, prefer to date within the confines of their race. So if there's a group of men who are busting outside of their race dating, what does that tell you? Does it tell you that they're dating outside of their race because their race of women are so amazing? Do you think black men are dating outside of their race at these alarming numbers because of how amazing black women are? Now, I want everybody to listen to what I just said. There's not even the most argumentative woman who believes that what I'm saying. Whew. I just requested okay. User not found said, God wants us to be in our singleness so that we can submit to him. Did I not just describe to you guys how badly you guys need men? She doesn't believe she just said anything crazy. No offense or disrespect to you. She said God wants us to be single. We talking about the same God who said be fruitful and multiply. We talking about the same God who said, and God saw it was not good for man to be alone. So he did what? Created man a helpmate. Had she had a man in her life, before she pressed send on that message, her man would have been, babe, hold on. Hey, hold on. Don't press that. What makes you think that makes sense, babe? That doesn't make sense to anybody. And if she had a man, she would be doing better right now. She said that was Paul talking, not God. What's she talking about? I meant to say the Bible says. I didn't mean, okay, God didn't say, but the Bible says. That's what I meant to say. Shout out to my girl, Kanai. Coming up here, putting me in my place. Huh? Look, Dante said, God want us to be single, huh? See, that doesn't make sense to anybody. Doesn't make sense to anybody. God wants us to be single. Oh. Listen, but what I'm saying to you guys is this. Those of you who don't understand, I'm going to give you a comparison right now. When you look around and assess what each group of women are known for, the one that has a reputation for bad traits, almost every time you'll see men pick, listen, you'll pick almost every time, men will pick any other group of women above that group of women with the bad reputation. Therefore, African American women have been banished to an existence of most quality men picking other groups of women over them, which is why you primarily only hear African American women talking about where are the good men at. It's the environment you've created for yourself. That's what you're being forced to deal with. And it's because they've created a scenario where most good quality men are going to other races of women opposed to dealing with these women they've heard have bad reputations. So in their eyes, there's a shortage of good men. When the truth is, Good men are going out of their way to avoid these women. That's what we're actually dealing with. And it's very unfortunate that you guys don't know that that's literally what's taking place. Kanai speaks the real deal in this situation, rocking out with us.
I wasn't correcting you.
I mean, you were still right, though. You're still right. Because I think I said something like God said. You were still right.
No, but I don't want you to say that because I was not checking you. I was talking about the young lady down in the comments, user not found, when she made her statement. She said that we supposed to be sinless in heart, and God said that. I was saying,
oh, okay, I got what you're saying.
I was saying that Paul was saying that. He was, see, I know my Bible.
But
okay?
see,
So,
when Paul said that, he wasn't talking about all humans.
No, he wasn't. But she's trying to say that he wants us to be in singleness of heart. That's not why Paul was saying that. Okay, he said he was saying that from his own intellect, though. That was not God talking. She said it was God. You gotta be careful with that. You cannot interpret scripture like that. You take it out of context when you confuse things. Some of these people don't have pastors that know how to teach them. And so what she did is she used that scripture out of context. So I wasn't correcting you, brother. I was correcting the fact that she said that was Paul talking. That was not God. And he even said, this is I that say it, Paul, not God. He said it, not the Lord, but I.
Took
Paul.
that scripture all the way out of context just to support her point.
That's all I wanted to make sure. I wasn't checking you.
But you do know now, I'm not beyond being checked, especially the people who I respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, I don't want you to let me be in error. I don't want you being in letting me be in error. I don't care if you DM me or what. If you see someplace I done been in error, hey, pull my coattails. I'm that guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll tell you in the DM or something. But you know,
listen,
no, that's all I wanted to say.
Listen, you know I want you. I've been meaning to get in your DM. You know I want you in Classic up here, right?
Oh, why?
Cause man, I'm just, there's people who I'm probably weirding them out a little bit. There are people from back home and things I've seen. You know how you've been in LA, so you know people who for years have not been in a relationship, and really it doesn't look like they have any candidates, right? I've seen people. I mean, I just think people don't understand my value for marriage. Like if you want to get me to say I had a good day, you let me see a couple of people who have gotten married or a couple of people who are in marriage. Like that really does it for me because that's what it's all about. We got to start promoting that stuff. Like I know a couple right now who, they get into it and stuff. They get into it. But listen, to be intertwined with a significant other, man, I just don't think that people know the power associated with that, especially when you're equally yoked.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have those conversations. I want to have the conversations that, what does marriage mean to you? How do you benefit from marriage? Because, Kanai, we both know there's a lot of and I'm sending you, listen, I'm going to send you this, Kanai. I got to turn you on to game. But I'm going to ask you first. No, I'm not, because I don't want to promote her name. Kanai, I'm going to send you a clip, and I want you to go to this girl's page. I had a debate with her, right? Kanai, this girl, she's, I want to say she's sweet. I don't know. She's feminine. Kanai, this girl's information is so bad to where before I debated her, Kanai, I didn't have to prepare or anything. When I first saw the videos that she puts up, you know how you can see something and you can instantly identify the flaws in it? Kanai, if that girl posts 10 posts in one day, 9 of them are going to be loaded with bad information to women. And I don't know if you've seen this, but I saw a lot of new female dating coaches that it's just hate men rhetoric. If he do this, leave him. If he do that, leave him. There's a lot of them. Over the last 3 months, I've seen it. You seen that?
Oh yeah, I just was meditating on something because I was actually just talking in my head and thinking on women getting in positions of power and in positions of professional positions that, like lawyers and judges and police, law enforcement, stuff like that. It's going to get real dangerous.
I agree.
Because they're going to take this power that, that
and do some woman stuff with it.
and do some woman stuff with it. They can't. Women have the inability to separate emotions. This woman I was just listening to, she's a lawyer called New York _ divorce lawyer. She was trying to notify women that the man that had the voice note, the voice note guy who said that, what he does on the date, since the second date, he says, if I come to your house, I'm just letting you know, I don't mind having fun and everything, but I want to make sure that we're going to be intimate. And if we're not, that's fine. And if you don't want that, that's fine. But he's putting all this on the voice memo, and if you consent. So she's telling women not to consent to that, because if something happened, he can use that in the court of law and all of this different stuff. So I said, look at how she's trying to use her power. You over here telling women, well, don't do this and don't do that. Why are you performing like that? Like, why are you performing like that? I don't see what the man did wrong, really, Stacey. You have to listen to it yourself. And
I would have thought that women would be appreciative of a man being upfront.
That's what I said in the comment section. I'm like, I thought y'all want men. Okay, so y'all want men to lie to you. You want a man to get you all involved, all emotional, and you want to be attached and fall in love, and then he tell you this was just a plaything. I wasn't here for that. That's what you want?
That's crazy.
What happened to these women that say they want the man to be straight up? I didn't see anything wrong with the voice note.
Hey, Kanai,
she said anything wrong with that.
She said, we can agree to disagree, Stacey, but I'm seeking God first. I'm not going to go too much into that. I'm just going to say this, man. You guys, having a man is more beneficial than money than what you guys think. Like, because I'm telling you, if this woman had a man, see, Kanai, so let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Do you think you've grown any from yours? Do you think he's given you?
Relation?
Yes. Do you think that your relationship, you've benefited any spiritually and mentally from that man?
I'm looking at God every day, Stacey. The Lord live in this house.
That's what I'm telling you, fools.
I'm looking at God every day. He's amazing. He is transcended. He is transcended. I mean, I don't know. I got God living in my house. You say Abraham called Sarah called Abraham Lord. That's my Lord.
Y'all don't understand. Is she talking way over y'all head?
That is my Lord.
Listen, this woman is protected on a multiple of variables. You guys, oh, I forgot. You got your pop. No, she's protected on all of the elements that are the most dangerous to us. She's got protection from it. She got financial assistance. She's got protection from physical body harm. She's got protection from not learning and not evolving. You guys, listen, what we're seeing of you guys, what we're seeing is you guys are the... Nah, I don't know about you, but a woman brought this to my attention the other day. It was a woman that I met on Plenty of Fish 8 years ago, and somehow she found out about me. And that's when somebody gave me a super chat. Listen, she said this, Kanai.
Like it was big.
Listen, she said this, Kanai. And I've been saying this on my shows. She said, yeah, Stacey, it's because, I said, you still single and da-da-da. She said, yeah, I just stopped for a long time. She said, and every once in a while, you'll get on the dating site and you will see the same people that had accounts from 8 years ago. And I said, listen, I've been saying that. See, you guys aren't protected. You guys have no man who, when he goes to work, while he was on lunch, he was reading something out of his Daily Bread, or he was reading something out of USA Today, and it was some newfound knowledge to him. And when he got back home to his woman, he translated the new knowledge he received today to her. It's like she's winning even when she sleep. You need checked. You need to be told what you can and can't do. It's how you stay safe. And if you have no one, not even yourself checking you, and you also don't have somebody else, you're damned. That's what I call the definition of damned. You can't tell you nothing, and nobody else can either. Oh, the brick wall is coming. You're running dead into a brick wall. Got anything else for me?
That was it. I just wanted to clarify that. And, you know, like I said, yeah, they will be unprotected, Stacey. It's going to get rough out here. They don't see it yet, and it's unfortunate because God don't have to. You want to talk about God, but let me tell you something about God. Whenever He want to get some act right out of you, you ain't responding. You gonna get your butt whooped. You gonna get your butt whooped.
I was laughing.
Go ahead. Be just like Noah and his family. You got everybody. The women with the husbands gonna be in there safe, and then everybody out there gonna be drowning. So
she said, I'm covered. Listen, but can I listen to me? Can I? Don't that sound like one of the women that we were saying that I was just saying just now? She can't tell herself nothing, and nobody else can either. That's a tough spot to be in.
That's the Christian feminist.
Christian feminist.
See, the Christian feminist mindset is just like the worldly mindset. It's mundane. They're all confused and it's very delusional. Now, I'm not against a woman getting to know the Lord until she meet her husband, but she said we supposed to be alone.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't agree with that.
If we're supposed to be alone,
the word of God.
If women are supposed to be alone, then men don't have anything to protect. We're not supposed to be protectors or providers there. If women are supposed to be alone.
That's right. So stop asking. I'm gonna let you get back to your show.
You take care.
Okay, Stacey.
That's my day one for real right there. Nah, speaks the real. Go to her page, people. If you want some of that real correct, and can I listen? I'm glad I'm thinking about it while you up here. You gotta put your settings on TikTok to where a person can download your stuff. I always gotta screen record your stuff. You got something on your profile, on your thing today that I had to screen record for like 3 minutes. I often go to your pages. I see something. I can't press the download button. Yeah, you got something up there today that I was rocking with. What is it? Let me see. I don't know what it is. I screen recorded something off of your page today. It's not there. You evidently you did turn it off, Kanai. You need to turn it back on. Let me see. Have we met our show goal tonight? Shout out to Maddie in this situation rocking out with us. They share losers, then complain when the guy crashes out. Meanwhile, over 50% of black men don't have kids. I've checked it out. I'm moving to Thailand after I retire and already been there 3 times, going back in September. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, we have a mindset that just makes us believe we have to stay here. That is not the case. That is not the case. Go where you feel amazing at. Only thing you're going to have to do is adapt to a new culture that you might end up loving. Right? I appreciate the support, Maddie. Shout out to Unrattled over here rocking out with us. These ladies always think that they can rewrite the Bible and rewire biology. And it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because that's literally what they're trying to do. Even the scriptures where it says a woman is not supposed to have authority over a man, therefore she shouldn't be preaching, right? They don't care about that. They'll say, that didn't mean that. What super chat? It said read this. Did I miss a super chat? No, I think I'm caught up with all the super chats. Shout out to Miss Toya over here rocking out with us. All right, Instagram, we about to get up off of here. It's the lowest number of people I ever seen on here. Those of you who want to continue watching the show, come on over here to YouTube at The Real Stacey Prince and rock on out with us. I appreciate you guys, man. Ain't no way that's real. What the heck is going on? ZF. Man, listen, man, don't play with me, man. You know life is amazing over here. Shout out to the #1 moderator, definitely in the building. ZF, what's going on, good brother?
Oh, not much. You know me. You know what I'm saying? The Dodgers won again. You know, I got Scotch. I got my wife. I got my daughter.
Come on, man.
I can't lose. I can't lose. What are we talking about over here? Man, look here. I was born to fail and raised to succeed. You heard?
No doubt about it. What you got for me?
What is with all this misuse of the Bible though?
Yeah, but listen, bro. If we've been doing this for a while, ZF, we know not to expect anything different. It's not misuse of the Bible. It's I will do and say anything to make things in my favor. That's all it is, man.
Okay. First of all these people act like they know what the Bible says. Very few of y'all have read it, because I'm telling you, it's a tough read. I've done it. I've read the Bible cover to cover twice, and it is War and Peace level difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of y'all ain't read a book that long in your life.
If they
but
did,
you gonna tell me, right? But you gonna tell me you know the Bible? You know what your pulpit pimp tell you on Sunday.
That's all.
You don't know the Bible.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all like to cherry pick bullshit excerpts and passages from it to support your argument, and you don't know the context of it. Like, remember that time that woman came up here and said all that when we were talking about submission, she was like, "That's in the Old Testament." Commandments, dummy.
That's my favorite one right there when they do that. Nah, but that's the old, or, well, what that really meant was, I'll be like, hey, man. Shout out to my brother Dennis Allen over here rocking out with us with the International Quiet Storm, who been supporting us.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy because they want to cherry pick the Old Testament too, because a husband's responsibility to his wife is in the Old Testament.
Yeah. Let me see something.
You know what I'm saying?
Toya said, what did Toya say?
But they want to stand on that.
What's Toya talking about? Toya said, without women, there would be no men. Ponder that. Well, here's the thing about that, Miss Toya.
There be no women.
Listen, the issue with that is this. We don't, hold on, Zeb. The issue with that is this. The one-sidedness is with you guys. We never even dispute the value of women in our lives. That's you guys whose pride is so big that you can't say you need men. That's you guys whose pride is so big that you guys can't acknowledge men. But if you want to go a place further with this, she said, without woman, there would be no man. Ponder that. True or false? Before woman ever existed on this planet, there was a man here. True or false, Miss Toya? Take that up with God.
See, this is what I'm talking about. See, men don't say we don't need women. We say we don't want certain women, but men don't say that shit. Like, listen, God forbid something happened to my wife. I would not be okay, my God. What are we talking about?
100%. Men can say that. We can say something like that. But what do they say? Let the doorknob hit them with a good door. We don't do that. Because we're decent people. That's how we defend other people's strangers' lives. We're good people.
Right. But, I mean, also...
Hey, hold on, ZF. I got to interrupt you because I know I just had an epiphany. Men being decent people has been put to the test. Men being selfless and caring about other people has been put to the test. Hasn't been put to the test with women. Men have lost their lives just recently even. ZF, you know what I'm talking about that man that lost his life trying to intervene in that domestic violence situation, and then the woman's man ended up popping that stranger up and giving him his life. We've demonstrated that we're decent people.
I forgot his name. Now that's my fault. But that man in Texas, I forgot.
Yeah,
God, I wish I could remember
we've
his name.
demonstrated everything that we have a reputation for being, providers, protectors, things like that. We've demonstrated it's our reputation. Men's reputation is to be provider and protector. It's our reputation. And you see what I said earlier? Reputations are not established easily. Men have a reputation for being willing to give their lives for their women. Now, women don't have a reputation for being selfless. You simply don't. And if you look around all today, what your core move is what you can get people to do for you. Anybody who disagrees, you can come right up. Right now. Men have been tried and tested for our qualities and our traits. Men give their lives up for strangers. Right? The reason that men won't take your butt at the rate that they otherwise would is because they fear men who might see them. They know that if Stacey Prince is walking down the street and somebody's kicking your butt, even though I'm not going to do nothing, they think I will. You guys have messed your value and reputations up so badly to where men don't want to intervene when you're being assaulted, because we don't know if while we're in the emergency, in the hospital in critical condition, you might be that same woman on social media talking about men ain't shit. And I just saved your life and put mine in jeopardy. There's a reason why men are more skeptical than ever than to intervene and protect women. There's a reason.
See, these are the type of, and I was just about to say this, right? But somebody put it in a user, put it in the comments. They're not there, put it in the comments. These are the type of women that think they create life.
You said they what?
These are the type of women that think they create life. When a woman's egg is not a living being in and of itself, they think they create life. Literally, they really think that shit.
And I mean,
like
the ones who go
like they could just get pregnant without a man or some shit.
Toya, we are not kings and queens. We are not. I don't even. Black people latch, or American black people, we latch on to some of the craziest stuff. Sweetie, I appreciate the sentiment because you called me one earlier, and I know that it was no more than an aesthetic of respect, so I appreciate that aspect. We are not kings and queens. When you look around at the African American community, do you see kings and queens functioning? Is that what you see? Do you know that kings are usually labeled kings by noble character, traits that they possess, which the average man does not really possess? You're usually a noble individual who has a reputation for being upstanding and upright. Is that what you're seeing? I'm not a king. I don't even desire to be the king. I could be the shoeshine boy. But as long as I'm still alive, and as long as God is blessing me to live the life that I live, I'm okay with that. I'm not the top podcast host. So I'm good with where I am and who I am. But let me say this to you. If all black men are king and women are kings and queens, name me any other system that is ran from the perspective of a kingdom where everybody up under the rulership of that kingdom is a king and queen. It's crazy what black people do. You can't name me any kingdom that has ever existed where the shoeshine boy, where the cook, right? Where the jester. Everybody's kings. Then that dilutes the actual value of the real king. I don't have a problem being the shoeshine guy. I don't have a problem with being the cook. We all have different roles, and that cook plays a pivotal role. Very valuable. So I think we have to stop that. I think we have to stop giving ourselves props that we don't deserve and put the work in that is required to elevate us up to that next categorization. We're giving each other titles that we don't deserve. Do you think that black men in the black community today are moving like kings? Do you think black women are legit moving like queens? And name me any type of historical context where there's queens running around saying, period, and I said what I said. Name me any scenario where you've ever seen a queen with fingernails that look like Freddy Krueger's claws. Name me any time where there's been a queen who has beat their face up with makeup like you see in African American, the eyelash, all of that stuff. You guys are running around looking like circus freak show acts, but demanding that you be called queens. And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what we're seeing. If we keep calling ourselves kings and queens when we're not performing like kings and queens, then we will never see any benefit. We will never have any incentive to rise to the caliber of men and women that we could really be.
See, Stacey, this is the same shit they do when they say every woman is beautiful and every woman is a 10.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
If every woman is a 10, then y'all are interchangeable at any level.
Yep.
Right? If all I gotta do is walk out, get the next woman, and she's a 10 too, I didn't lose shit.
I agree. Hey, man, I'm about to play the rest of these clips. You got anything else for me?
Yeah. Hey, y'all, we're at 20,000 likes. Appreciate all of that. Like, every single like. But the show goal is still 50,000. That has not changed. So, and we're actually very low on shares too. We have 2 and they're both mine. So, can we get some likes, some shares, some reposts, the free stuff? You feel me? The free stuff.
My brother said the free stuff.
Facts. And let's get this joint popping. You know what I mean? The more people is in here, the more people that are liking the show, the more people that are commenting. It's a snowball effect. You feel me? So let's just do that. Like I said, 20,000. We've had shows longer than this that didn't get 20,000, so it's very much appreciated. Believe me. But the show goal is always 50,000 likes, and like I said, the only 2 shares are mine. So the free stuff, shares, likes, and reposts. Let's go, people. Can we get that, please? Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate it, my guy.
All right. Be safe, stay dangerous.
You know what it is. Look, Loren said, I gotta unfollow you. My mama and my grandmama were black, beautiful, and gracious women. You're supposed to unfollow this channel. We don't lie up here. You really should unfollow. I'd encourage you to. You'll get nothing but headaches with this show right here. We tell the real truth. We don't care. We don't mind saying that black people are out of pocket right now. We don't mind saying that black men need to be better and more diligent about taking care of their kids. We don't mind saying black men need to stop taking each other's lives. Yeah, this show is not for you, Lorenz. This is definitely not for you. Gots to unfollow my mom and my grandmama. This is the type of individual to where if their mom was tricking and things like that, and taking different men upstairs and things like that, that's not what they see. I see my mom, she was just doing the best she could. That's what they see. Yeah, we don't do that over here. We say our mom is acting like a hoe over here. That's what we do. hottest show online, people. Right? But let's get back to the show, people. Let's get back to the show. Let's see what everybody else thinks.
When it comes to black women, they don't like to take instructions.
Oh, I wasn't able to do that. Apologies, people. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Is that it? That is it.
I don't date women that have kids, so I don't deal with this issue.
So you like intentionally say, okay, if you met an amazing woman, and she's like super dope, super focused, and everything that you ever dreamed of woman, if she has a child,
She gonna have a problem being focused on me.
because she has a child?
Yes! You can't be giving me your all and giving your kids your all at the same time. She really didn't understand that when he said that. That's crazy. Let me get a couple people up here. My girl Adrian been down there. Shout out to Obi over here supporting the show and rocking on out with us. I appreciate the love, brother. But let's go.
If you a good mother, how you gonna focus on me? You got this kid.
I was a great mother, and I met my husband when my daughter was 2, so I'm a great mother.
Listen,
there's a lot of great mothers out there, and I stand with those mothers.
I think there are
and say,
amazing mothers out there.
We are very desirable, even with children.
Absolutely.
Just not for me.
Started. But me personally, I'm not looking to date.
But he's coming with kids. That's the crazy.
No, my kids stay at home.
Like, how dare you?
No, my kids stay at home. I don't bring my kids on a date.
Wait, why do you say that?
What do you mean I'm coming with kids? These kids is at home.
Okay, I'm confused, Mouse.
Yeah.
But okay.
Listen, it's preferences. Everybody got preferences.
No, you're right.
And I'm not
But
sitting
I'm
up here
just
saying that
curious.
women that have kids don't deserve love. I'm
You're
saying
right.
me, as for me in thine home,
Thine
these
home,
McDonald's meals is gonna be for me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. She said they risked their lives to create life. You don't even have life on the inside of you. Life is in my balls right now. Did you know that, user? I've requested you to come up a couple of times and have a respectful conversation because, like, you need a man, sweetheart, because your information is not good information. Women do not create life. And often it really blows our mind that you don't know about your own biology. A man injects life into you. The life swims around in your uterus and tries to find a nest that will equip it to be able to grow into more. And that's where you come in at. But prior to you bumping into a man, there is no life inside of you. There is life that is alive inside of me right now. Tens of millions. We don't take away how amazing women are. That's you guys who are always trying to name the amazing attributes about women so that it can downplay men. We don't do that. We can say that we're amazing and give you the props for the areas that you're amazing in. But you don't create life. You are the suitcase for life that we put in you. You are the suitcase for it. There's a woman whose name is African Bay who says, I plan to marry white. Ma'am, on behalf of all black men, we appreciate that. Right?
Bang, 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 daddy, bang, 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 daddy, bang.
With a side order of the infamous belt buckle jingle. She said white men are cute. Okay. I'm quite sure there's some handsome white men. Okay. But one thing I do know, white men are not coming in significant numbers to date black women. And it's probably for the same reason that you guys can't get black men to behave. Now, we'll say this, just because you have bad behavior doesn't justify a black man treating you bad, because even if you have a bad behavior, a black man just simply shouldn't deal with you and continue to walk in the integrity that he walks in, right? But it doesn't help that you guys, have that behavior. Let's go.
And my kids and a woman without kids. That's what
That's so crazy.
So, but you want her to take on your
No, I don't.
See, I want to say this to women because women seem to not understand this. We love women, right? Most of your bad thinking comes from always trying to compare yourselves to men, right? Perfect example. When a man says he doesn't want to deal with a woman who has children, it's because I cannot walk in your house. I can't walk into your house with a trench coat on and take the trench coat off and be butt naked. Because 80 to 85% of the time, the children live with the mom. So the limitations that you have as being a single mom, I'm not going to have as being a single dad. The odds are high that in America, my children will live with their mother. So you can come over my house and be butt naked in the living room. You can come over my house and me spread your legs on the kitchen island and crack you all the way down. And I don't care how loud you are. I don't care how loud you are.
Bang, 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 daddy, bang.
You will never hear me say, shh, babe, the kids. The kids put limitations on your dating life. It doesn't put limitations on our dating life. For some reason, you guys don't want to understand that. Let's go, though.
My kids have,
So you just
also my kids are
excommunicate your children?
No, my
when
kids
you
are
meet
old.
your-
My kids are older. So I have a
okay.
16-year-old and an 11-year-old. I don't need anyone to come in and be a mother figure or any of that.
Not a mother figure, but if it's someone that you love, say you get married,
Yeah.
right? You
Well,
just
I'm going to tell you guys what this is all about. And this show is about to reach a heavy level of turbulence. Yeah, you guys might as well get ready for it. We're about to reach a heavy level of turbulence. What we find people trying to do is shame men into dating women with children when we've said we don't want that. Now, as far as the turbulence part, let's get to it, people. Turbulence, people. I think men should stop dating single women. Nationwide, we should stop unless there's extraneous circumstances to where if she was married, if she has one kid, it's all good. I think men in America should not be dating women who have more than one child, especially by more than one man. You should not be. And that doesn't mean the women who have these children are bad people. It is a precedent that needs set because these women keep on letting men nut in them because they haven't been challenged by the challenge of not being able to get men when they have multiple children by multiple men. I don't think any of us should date women who have more than one child. I don't. Listen, it's just a casualty of war. It doesn't mean the women are bad people. It just means that that's something that needs to be done to get us back on course correct. And what I mean when I say that, I'm talking about that live in the house. If they're out of the house, it's all good. I don't believe any man should be dating a woman. Now, here's the only exception. If she's an amazing woman. But that's just for one kid. More than that, I'll put it this way. If you have more than more than one child, you need to be very above average beautiful and very feminine. That's all I say. And yeah, even me, I'm not going for that. Those kids better be like 18 and one of them is 21 and already moved out. It's unacceptable what you guys are doing. You guys are going out here letting strangers nut inside of you and asking quality men to put their penis in you behind a loser's cum. Crazy work.
Say like that's just
it's kind of far-fetched.
I mean, I don't want to attack him.
It would be
Just
my
get
second
clarity
marriage.
on
Thank you very much.
Okay, exactly why I say far-fetched. And so you would be okay with your wife and the person that you love not having a relationship with your children?
I mean, you would naturally have a relationship with them, but like I said, I don't need you to be a mother. Like you don't have to step in. You just be what they call it, a bonus
bonus mom.
Yeah, you be a bonus
still
person.
like a mother figure. You want her to be a positive figure. That's your children.
And that's cool. Listen, and that's cool. But also, like I said, it's all about preference. It's all about.
I agree with everything he's saying. Even if a small piece of it sounds contradictory, but it isn't contradictory. He's saying that's I'm not doing that. So I can rock with that.
Right.
Preference.
So accept my kids, but you can't have any.
The woman.
At this point, he needs to say, "Did you hear what the hell I said?" Now, I made my statement, and that's that. It's nothing to keep going back and forth about. I think men nationwide, and I'm going to start a campaign for it called No Go. We're going to start a campaign called No Go. Women who have more than 2 children are a no-go. That's the no-fly zone. They need to be held accountable for the decisions that they're making with extreme guidelines. If the girls who are coming up right now and haven't had babies yet were told, now listen, you don't want to get pregnant because men, they won't date you. People would stop having these children like that. They'd stop.
Why do women always try to shame? And I think that that's fair.
Hey, my people said hashtag no go. Listen, people, I need you guys to spell correctly and punctuate. Well, if you spell correctly, because it makes it difficult for us to be able to engage with you. My brother KP said hashtag no go. Yeah, them kids running them women's house. You know that. Women are so crazy to where they don't even mind saying it out loud. My kids come first to a man who's going to put her first. You guys don't think that's crazy? And I'm asking the women. I want the women to know. I want to ask the women. Listen, give me 2 women to come up here, or else we're gonna shut the show down. I'm gonna just shut the show down. Give me 2 women to come up here on TikTok and oh snap, we got an issue. This is about to die. What the hell is going on? Jeez. I want to ask the women, do you guys not think it's crazy that you put your kids before you put the man who's going to put you first? You think that sounds logical? Your kids come before the man who puts you before everybody else. I want to know how many people think that's crazy. I want to know. I want to know. All right, people, if nobody's got any questions or any disagreements, we're about to get up out of here. If you have any questions about lifestyle, dating, relationships, finance, come on up. If not, we are about to get up out of here. Go find some way to celebrate the success of our channel that we've been. I just dropped a link down in the chat on YouTube. If you have any questions, click the link and it'll bring you up here. If you are on TikTok and you have questions or disagreements or anything, come on up. Yep. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We're live. 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Pacific Standard Time. All right, listen, people, I appreciate you guys for coming up here and rocking out with us, supporting the show. Our numbers are getting extremely high. We'll be at that 100,000 mark here shortly. And after that, we're going to hit 200,000. Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones and my supporters. You know what it is. We are out of here. What the fuck is... Okay, let's try this again. Just messed up a whole entire